I'm Bella Ann Sanchez, wife, mum, video journalist at eternity, and now in the second trimester of my pregnancy. Woohoo! I've been looking forward to coming into the second trimester and hopefully getting a bit of a break from morning sickness really soon. And this is our bear, although it's actually a bunny, that we're about to put up in the window of our house along with a rainbow that we've just drawn with crayons. We barely got out of the house, but it's such a nice opportunity to just get out, get some fresh air and go check out some bears. So let's do it. There is our bunny slash bear in the window. His nose is totally squashed, but at least he's there. I'm scheduled to go to the RPA today for 2 appointments, one with my midwife and one with the doctor in a specialised clinic that I go to. However, the hospital called me yesterday and they no longer want anybody coming in if they can help it. So I was just the first patient to do their first online consultation. What that involved was 1.5 hours on the phone between both my midwife and the doctor, answering a ton of questions, trying to cover as much as we possibly can without being face-to-face, and basically coming up with a pregnancy plan so they can make sure that I'm taken care of, but also that we can minimize as much face-to-face time as possible. So there's still a couple of tests that need to be done that can't be done over the phone, that now they've instructed me to go buy a blood pressure testing kit and some urine testing kits myself to do at home, and then I can feed the results of that back to them. It's been a bit of a busy afternoon. I've just come back from a chemist. I was there to get the flu shot. Thanks Bible Society Australia for paying for that. I was going to wait until my next appointment at the GP where Ariella's getting her 18-month immunisations, but the doctor at the hospital said no, it's too high risk. Pregnant women need to get their flu shot ASAP. Anyway, it was great. I was able to get that done, and I was planning on buying the blood pressure testing monitor at the same time. But they're really expensive. I couldn't find one for less than $100. And to be honest, when I'm only borderline high blood pressure, I didn't want to splurge the money for it at this point when my husband isn't getting as much work like a lot of people during the COVID-19 lockdown. So what I decided to do instead was get the chemist to do my blood pressure test. But it turns out the ones that they have for the public to do themselves, all chemists have had to remove them because of COVID-19 restrictions. So I wasn't able to use one myself, but I asked the chemist doing the flu shot if she would be able to do it. But then their blood pressure testing monitor was broken. So yeah, I wasn't able to get it. So I've had to do a bit of a runaround, find another chemist to get my blood pressure tested. And yeah, hopefully it gets a little bit easier. That's the one thing about not going into the hospital anymore. While that's really good and important for everybody's health and safety, it can get a bit tricky just trying to figure out everything on my own and get all of the tests done that I need to. But anyway, I'm sure I'm going to be able to figure it out. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I am back in Sydney now. The reason I've come back is because it wasn't quite working out for our family. Ariella was not as happy at her grandparents' house, and it was also creating a separation between me and my awesome husband, who I missed, and we're just much better being together as a family unit. Everybody, I think, is happier and the dynamic is better. Oh, Clemency. Get it.
Oh, wow. Keep going. There you go, one. Let's keep going. Any more?
Yeah. Ariella just did her first Easter egg hunt and absolutely loved it. She cottoned on straight away to how it works, and it really only took her a few minutes to finish it all off, and now we're upstairs and she's eating her very first Easter egg. And this morning she also had her first communion when we did church online and did our communion at home. So it's a day of first for little Ariella and she's loving it.
Hey, Ellie, here come mommy, she's